1.7% profit trading the London session this morning. Let's get straight over to the charts, and please remember to hit subscribe and you'll get the heads up as and when I post more videos. Okay, we've got a few more minutes before the London Open. I've just finished the live webinar for the PATI members, for the Price Action Traders Institute members. Just finished the webinar, shut the room down, and I've taken a few trades. I took a few trades before I started the live webinar. So I'll quickly run through those. Australian dollar, US dollar. Took this as it came through entry criteria. A few candles back. Got this at 94. Looking for that further upside movement. Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Again, took this at the same time and managed to get in this one at 60. Looking for that further upside movement. Got my take profit up here at 0.0 on this at the moment. Might be a little bit enthusiastic, but let's see what this price does. US dollar, Canadian dollar. Took this short as it came through entry point at 58. Looking for that further downside movement. Again, I'm being a little optimistic with these take profits, but you never know. Price could just start moving and take off, and I'm ready for it. If it doesn't, then I shall reassess these take profits and decide what I'm going to do. That's assuming that price moves in my favour. And the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This one's pulling back a little bit from where I took this at 49. So looking for this further upside movement that we've seen overnight. So there are 4 trades I've taken at the moment. I'll pause for now and I'll be back a little bit later to see how these play out. Okay, back again, taking a couple more trades. This Euro US dollar as it came through an entry point. Taking this short, looking for that further downside movement, and the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Again with this one, came through an entry point and I've taken this one long. Other trades that I'm still holding, the Australian dollar, US dollar, seeing that pulling back a little bit. I think we're seeing some strength possibly on the US dollar right now. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, still in profit slightly, but pulling back a little bit. And the US dollar, Canadian dollar, again, that strength that we're probably seeing on the US dollar right now, pushing that back up towards where the entry point was. And New Zealand dollar, US dollar, very, very close to stopping out. It's very close to my price stop there. Okay, so I'll pause again. I'm fully loaded at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades holding. And I'll pause again and I'll be back very soon with an update to let you know how these trades go. Okay, back with an update. A couple of trades I've punched out of, one trade stopped out. So the Euro US dollar, didn't see this price follow through and start moving down. So I punched out of this, losing 4 pips on the Euro US dollar. The Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Again with this, didn't see price move out into an area that I needed to. Punched out of this, losing 5 pips. And the New Zealand dollar, US dollar, saw this reversal on that US dollar strength and took a full stop on that, 10 pips. So currently down 19 pips. Yep, 19 pips I'm down at the moment. Still holding the earlier trades that I took. Australian dollar, US dollar, that's pushing back a little bit with that US dollar strength. The Australian dollar, Japanese yen, still slightly in profit, pulling back a little bit in line with the AU. US dollar, Canadian dollar, again that US dollar strength, pushing that back slightly in the red now. So just holding those 3 trades. I'll pause again and be back soon with an update. Okay, taking 2 more trades, seeing the pound starting to make a break now, getting strong and moving up towards my take profit on this pound US dollar. Got in the pound US dollar as it broke through an entry point at 99, and what I'm going to do right now, because of the volatility on these, I'm not willing to risk anything. I'm going to lock in a couple of pips on the pound US dollar in case it spins back round again. And pound Japanese yen, very early to be locking in, but I'm not taking a chance on any of these. So pound Japanese yen, locking in break even on that, just a couple of pips on that as well. Other trades that I'm still holding, Australian dollar, US dollar, showing a small amount of profit on that. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, again that's slightly showing a bit of profit there. And US dollar, Canadian dollar, that's starting to move down quite nicely now. So that's 5 trades I'm holding. I'll pause again and let's just have a quick look back at these. Okay, starting to stall a little bit at the moment, but still looking quite strong, that pound right now. Okay, I'll pause again and I'll be back soon with an update. Okay, back again, just watching this pound, been playing about a bit. You can see this GU came very, very close to hitting my price stop. Pushing up again now. I'm really tempted to punch out of these. I should leave them to run, but the way the pound is at the moment, it's too tempting to take these pips off the table and just walk away, whatever it does. Australian dollar, US dollar, still hanging around, not doing a great deal. Australian dollar, Japanese yen showing a little bit of profit. And the US dollar, Canadian dollar, that's through that 50 level, holding below that, which is quite nice. Looking for that to move down and push through this previous day's low. Okay, I'll pause for now and I'll be back soon with an update. Okay, watching these pound pairs and what they've been doing just recently, and with all that's going on with Brexit and the uncertainty and the volatility surrounding it, I've decided to punch out of the pound US dollar, take in 16 pips, and the pound Japanese yen took 15 pips on that. So after that 19 pip loss, I'm back in profit by 12 pips and still holding the Australian dollar, US dollar, which is sinking back. Sitting on my entry point right now, right on the entry line there. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, seeing that pull back a little, and the US dollar, Canadian dollar, seeing that pull back to that 50. Okay, I'll pause again and I'll give you an update soon. Okay, so I decided to punch out of those pound trades that I had going. The other trades that I still had open were showing a little bit of profit, and decided to have an early finish today and get out of all trades. So I'm flat the market now. This is actually a screenshot of my journal that I fill in as I'm trading. So these three early trades that I lost on, I was down 19 pips, the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, euro, US dollar, and New Zealand dollar, US dollar. But then the GJ, pound Japanese yen, I punched out of that for 15 pips, pound US dollar, 16 pips. US dollar, Canadian dollar, 15 pips. The Australian dollar, Japanese yen, 12 pips. And the Australian dollar, US dollar, 10 pips, giving me a total net of 49 pips. So a quick roundup of the trades taken today, which were 8. I won 5 of those, lost 3. Giving me 49 pips and 1.7% profit on my capital. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Please remember to hit subscribe, and if you'd like to find out more about the way that we trade at the Price Action Traders Institute, go to my website, which is www.uktoasia.com, and there's all the details on there. Thanks again, and I'll see you again soon.